Sometimes, the hardest part of love is accepting that someone can care about you and still not be right for you. Because many people stay in relationships based on feelings alone. They think, if I love them enough, things will improve. If we have chemistry, we can fix everything. But real relationships are not built on feelings alone. They are built on consistency, emotional safety, respect, communication, and effort from both people. And the truth is, when someone is truly right for you, you should not constantly feel emotionally exhausted trying to keep the relationship alive by yourself, because love should not feel like permanent confusion. And before we go deeper into this, subscribe right now if you enjoy realistic relationship conversations like this. Like this video and comment which point hits you the hardest. And stay until the end, because some of these signs are things people ignore for years while slowly losing themselves emotionally. The first sign they're not the right person for you is when they consistently make you feel emotionally unsafe. And emotional safety is not talked about enough, because people think safety only means physical harm. But emotional safety matters too. Can you express your feelings honestly around them, without fear of being mocked, ignored, or punished emotionally? Can you communicate hurt without them instantly becoming defensive or disappearing? Because if every serious conversation turns into silent treatment, manipulation, guilt, or emotional withdrawal, your nervous system will never fully relax in that relationship. And eventually, you'll stop feeling loved and start feeling emotionally anxious all the time. The second sign is inconsistency. One day they treat you like you matter deeply. The next day they become emotionally distant. One day they reassure you. The next day they leave you confused again. And this creates emotional instability, because now you're constantly trying to figure out which version of them you're going to get today. That is not healthy love. That is emotional unpredictability. And over time, inconsistency creates anxiety, overthinking, and emotional exhaustion. The third sign is when they only value you after they feel you pulling away. Pay attention to this carefully. Some people only fight for the relationship when they feel they're losing access to you. But the moment you stay, they return to the same behavior again. That is not genuine consistency. That is fear of losing control or comfort. And many people confuse temporary effort during panic with real emotional change. The fourth sign is when you keep shrinking yourself to maintain peace in the relationship. You stop expressing needs fully. You stop bringing up concerns. You tolerate behavior that hurts you emotionally because you're afraid honesty will push them away. And slowly, you become smaller and quieter inside the relationship. That is not love. Love should not require you to abandon your emotional needs just to be accepted. And if you're still watching this far, this video probably found you at the right moment. Comment, "I deserve better," if this feels painfully familiar. And subscribe, because these conversations are for people trying to heal emotionally instead of staying trapped in unhealthy relationship patterns. The fifth sign is when they avoid accountability constantly. Every problem somehow becomes your fault. Every conversation gets redirected instead of understanding your pain. They focus only on defending themselves, and eventually, you become emotionally drained trying to explain basic respect to someone who refuses to listen honestly. Healthy relationships require accountability, not perfection. Just emotional maturity enough to admit, "I hurt you. I understand your feelings. I need to improve too." Because relationships cannot survive long term when only one person is self-aware. The sixth sign is when they make you feel lonely while you're still in the relationship. And honestly, this is one of the saddest feelings ever. Being physically connected to someone while emotionally feeling completely alone. You miss them even while talking to them. You crave closeness from the very person standing beside you. And deep down, you start realizing you're attached to the relationship, but not emotionally fulfilled by it anymore. And finally, they are not the right person for you if loving them constantly costs you your peace. Because yes, relationships take effort, But healthy love should not consistently destroy your emotional well-being. You should not constantly feel confused, unwanted, emotionally unstable, or afraid of losing yourself. The right relationship will not be perfect, but it will feel emotionally safe enough that you're not constantly fighting for clarity, reassurance, and consistency all at once. And one of the hardest truths to accept is this: sometimes someone can be a good person and still not be the right person for you, because compatibility is deeper than attraction. It's about emotional health too, communication too, consistency too, effort too, and healing starts when you stop romanticizing pain as proof of love. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. If this spoke to you deeply, share it with someone who needs this reminder too. If you want to support my channel and go deeper into relationships and emotional healing, check the link in my bio. Subscribe to stay connected.